Welcome to Pink Cake Princess. I'm Andrea and today I'm going to show you how to decorate Kawaii Halloween cookies. You can also use these same techniques to create cupcake toppers to place on top of your cupcakes. This is also part of a collaboration. You can check out all these cool Halloween treats at the end of the video. Collaboration between Emmy Made in Japan, Haniela's, Sugar Coda, Happy Cake Bakes, Pink Cake Princess, Montreal Confections, and Kawaii Sweet World. Okay, to create my base, I'm rolling out some white fondant and using my 6.5cm circle cutter to cut out a disc of fondant. And I'm going to stick that with a little bit of water onto one of my cookie pops. You can find the cookie pops recipe and also the cupcake recipe on my channel. I'll be creating 3 in the white and I'll also be creating 1 with a purple background. Now I'm using my 4cm circle cutter to cut out a disc of white fondant. And I'm just going to stretch this out to create an oval shape for the mummy's face. Gluing it on with a little bit of water, trying not to put too much water in the center. And then using my palette knife just to create some lines. And then using my X-Acto knife to cut out a section in the middle and removing it. Drawing in a few more lines and then coming back with a toothpick just to make the lines deeper so that they stand out. Now I've rolled out some black fondant and I'm using a straw cutoff to cut out 2 little black eyes and sticking it onto my cookie. I'm using some edible markers just to draw on a little nose, and I'm rolling out 2 tiny little bits of white fondant just to stick onto the eyes. Now onto Frankenstein. I've used the same circle cutter to trim the base of his chin, and I'm using the larger circle cutter to trim the top off. Using my palette knife and the larger circle cutter to trim a section off for his hair, and using my crafts knife to cut out zigzags to form the rest of his hair. Attaching with a little bit of water, and again cutting the little circles out for his eyes, and then balling up 2 little balls of green fondant and using my edible markers to draw in a couple of scars, and then this time just using a toothpick to help me draw in a little nose and a red marker to draw in his mouth. Attaching onto the cookie with a little bit of water and placing the 2 little balls on either side for his ears, and using the bottom of my brush to create the indents. Finishing off his eyes with the little white portions, and that's him completed. Now onto Dracula. I've used the same circle cutter to cut out a purple section, and I've stretched out a chin and rolled out the rest of his face. I'm using the same circle cutter to cut out a section in black, and I'm using my knife to cut out almost like an M out of the top section. You can also use a heart cutter to cut out this portion as well. Again, creating the 2 eyes with a little straw, and using my black marker to draw in the eyebrows and the toothpick to draw in a little nose. Using the red edible marker to draw in the mouth and a couple of drops of blood, and then cutting out a tiny little white triangle into 2 for his little fangs. Attaching to the mouth with the help of my toothpick, and rolling up 2 little pointy round cones for his ears. Attaching onto my cookie with the water, and attaching the ears, slightly flattening them down, and using the bottom of my brush to create the indents. Finishing off the eyes, and that's it, that's Dracula finished. Now onto our cute little pumpkin. I'm using the circle cutter to cut out the shape of the pumpkin and using my knife to finish it off. Stretching it out with my rolling pin and then using a toothpick just to create some impressions or indents to form the shape of the pumpkin. Using the straws to create the eyes again and finishing it off. Drawing a little mouth and using a little bit of green fondant just to create the little stem at the top and attaching it onto the cookie. Rolling out a tiny little section and curling it up and attaching it on. And that's it, that's your little pumpkin. Perfect with your others in the set. Do you like scary or cute Halloween treats? Comment below and let me know. Don't forget to check out the other treats in this collaboration. You can click the links here to see all these wonderful tutorials, and you can click on my cupcakes to subscribe to my channel for more free tutorials. If you're looking for more holiday treat inspirations, you can check out the links here and click the bottom right here to see more on my channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. You guys have a great Halloween.